This video is geared towards all Scoutbook users, and it deals with what's known as the static part of Scoutbook, though there are some dynamic areas such as the forum. What do I mean by this? This area has no relation to your individual unit, with the exception of one small item. This does not have access to any of the advancement data for your scouts. This is mostly auxiliary information. From the main screen, you'll see a listing underneath the once you pass the My Dashboard area for blog, news, videos, and we're going to talk about those areas. The blog area, which we're going to go into right now, is basically big announcements from Scoutbook. For example, the most recent thing that was added was the calendar and events area. A month ago, they had something over the Heartbleed scare for data security. So when you're at the main menu, if there is a blog item you haven't seen, it will show up with a number next to it. Just disappeared because I looked at it. And you can check those out. They are informative. The news area is just that. It's scouting related news. It's a moderated area. People post stories here, and I believe they're basically pulling them off of a few blogs. You don't have any control what blog items show up here. It's just a cross-section of some various scouting news that you can look at. The video section basically, again, pulls from some areas. The exact source of it, I'm not sure. But if you look at them, there's just all sorts of interesting videos regarding scouting info. You can mark a video when you go into it as a favorite, and that will show up in your favorites area on your dashboard. I'm going to skip over forums for a minute because that's actually the most interesting area. We'll get back to that. The directory is very simple. It has listings of all the Boy Scout councils, as well as all of the related scouting related websites. Excuse me. The reference section is just a reference area for different parts of the scouting program. We're going to go into Boy Scouting right now. And we have all of our requirements. We have our law, our oath, our motto. The aims of scouting, which I love to point out because it's something that has been with scouting throughout its history and still holds very true today. Go back to that main menu. The help section is just that. It's some help files. They're still populating those. They're mildly useful. You're probably better off, if you really run into a problem, asking your unit's point person on this for some information. Let's go to the forums area. Forums basically have various message boards with items of relation to Scoutbook. And then at the very top of this area, you have an area called My Forums. My Forums is a forum set up for your unit. So we're going to go in here. And there's only one message here because that's all I've put in so far. But anybody can start a new thread here. And this is only visible to members of your units. And people can reply to these items. So I'm going to put in here that I'm glad to be here. Helps you learn how to spell. And I'm going to post a reply. Okay. So I'm going to back out of this. And again, there's areas specifically related to different program aspects. There are areas related to frequently asked questions using Scoutbook, new feature request. There's a change log, which will have any updated program items. You can go into any of these areas, and while you are in them, you can click on the top button to subscribe to an area. That will now cause this area to show up on your dashboard in your favorites. As in anywhere in the program, if you hit that button up there, you have some choice. So I'm going to go to my dashboard. And that will populate with more choices as you make your way around the program. And that's the end of our tour of some of the auxiliary functions of